Hello.
Hello? Are we functioning? Is everything alive? Are we all still here and digitally present?
Yeah,
If you can't hear us,
Yeah,
tell us.
I'm alive. Sydney?
Perfect.
last I
Alright, in that
checked.
case then. I mean, I see no proof of it, so I'm just going to assume that everything's fine. And then if we don't get told, then that's not on us. That's not on us. Yay! Okay, fabulous. In that case, then we should do some introductions. I will nominate Mr. Catbutt over there himself to start, and then you can pass it along.
Hi, I'm Johnny. Writer, VA of Magnus Archives, Magnus Protocol, and basically a professional board gamer also. So not expecting this to be much of a challenge, to be honest. But I thought I'd condescend to have a look. How about you, Alex? Who are you?
I am Alexander J. Newell, founder and CEO of Rusty Quill Limited, and it is my job to convince Johnny to continue working. That's broadly speaking my entire role at this point. And then I'm going to go ahead and nominate you, Sydney.
Hi, I'm Sydney Engelstein. I'm a professional board game designer. And secretly, it's all been building up to this moment where I humiliate Alex and Johnny on stream, make them think they're good at solving puzzles, but I know they're not. But yeah, I designed the Magnus Protocol Mysteries board game, which is live on BackerKit right now, and is why we are doing this stream, because it is very exciting. We've already raised like $450,000, and if you haven't backed it already, you should. And if you're not sure why, you should keep watching this stream to see how fun of a game it is. I'm a huge Magnus fan, and so I think the game is made for huge Magnus fans, like I assume you all are in the chat, since you're spending time here instead of doing things in your life.
If you're like, hey, what's Magnus Protocol? It's also for you because it's also just a good game, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
And
it's totally accessible to non-nerds. So feel free to bring it to your friends and family who haven't yet converted into listening to the Magnus Protocol. It is just what we call a mystery in a box game. So each box contains all the clues, evidence, pieces of like documentation, newspapers. You'll see that all have clues towards solving a spooky supernatural event, kind of like one of the cases from the Magnus Protocol. And you and your friends will work together to read through all of the documents, put together, oh, this connects to this over here. Oh, he said he was, at the movies, but actually this ticket shows the movie was earlier. And then you figure out who was where, what was going on, and see if you can properly sort this supernatural incident for the OIAR. Or are you an
what
incompetent employee?
yes, I am, but that's a separate
Yes.
matter.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is that I should present a copy of this to like a true crime obsessed relative, not tell them it has a supernatural bent, and watch their brain explode as they try to solve it, and then don't understand the solution.
I mean, you certainly can do that, depending on how much you like the person.
Oh, I don't like anyone, so this is excellent. So I've been given to understand that we are here to woefully disappoint you live, Sydney, with our complete inability to actually, you know.
It's fine. It's fine, Alex. Because the thing is, we're not being given all the evidence because we don't want to spoil too much of the boss.
Laying some
Which
nice
means
failure
that
groundwork there,
realistically,
Johnny.
it's no one's expecting us to solve anything. We're just showcasing.
The problem with
Yeah.
Johnny is Johnny's used to being on the supply side of mystery. And so as a result, he'll be sat there going, I know how to make this more mysterious. And it's like, yes, but that's not the goal, Johnny.
Also, these are prototype resources, as far
Oh,
as I
yeah, that's
understand,
true.
Sydney. There are still potential edits and tweaks and adjustments based on playtesting. So who knows? Like maybe what we say is the answer isn't the answer yet, but
But
will be.
I have been explicitly required to come into this cold, so I'm
Yeah, I have
holding.
no idea.
I'm hoping for giant killer robots, but I strongly suspect that that's wildly
Well,
off
maybe
topic,
you
so
should put some giant killer robots in Magnus Protocol so that I have the reason to put
that's a
them into
really
the
good
board
idea,
game.
actually. That's a fair shout.
Alex won't let me. Alex won't let me.
But yeah,
Do you have
what
any
we're
idea how
saying here
expensive
is
giant killer
that
robots are?
if you want to back the board game, this stream will not spoil you. This you will still be able to play the mystery. We're not going to go all the way to the end. We're just giving Johnny and Alex a little teaser of what like the first couple pieces of information they would interact with is. I'm giving them like 4 or 5. You guys will get 25 to 30. So we are not expecting them to be able to solve the mystery. And in fact, if they do solve the mystery, that'll be bad because I haven't done my job and they would spoil it for you all. So
I've solved
I have
it.
not provided them with
Something
everything they need.
has gone wrong. Oh, yes. Genius. Fantastic.
Yeah, so first up, I'm going to run them through one of the mysteries from our first box set. If you go to our backer kit campaign, you can see that we are selling 2 box sets of 3 mysteries each. So the first box set has 3 mysteries, the second box set has 3 mysteries, and you can add both to your pledge. So first up, I'm going to run you through a couple pieces of evidence from The Last Supper, which is in our first box set. And later on in this stream, you guys are going to go through some of the evidence from the doppelganger, which is the first case in our second box set. So you guys will get a look at some of what you'll be getting from each of the box sets if you choose to back both.
I've just thought of a really big problem with doing the Last Supper. It's almost dinner time here, and I'm absolutely ravenous.
Right.
Mm.
Also,
Oh,
sidebar,
God.
Johnny. I realise we're working together on this one, but I am activated and playing to beat you at this now.
I'm just happy to be here.
Lie.
Are you guys ready to jump in? Would you like me
Yeah,
to give you a
absolutely.
little?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you were.
Oh, I've misplaced
Alex, what's going on?
extra large
happening?
Very
magnifying
excited.
glass. I was going to be all ready to get Holmesian on this. Never mind. Okay.
So in the real game, the full game, you would start off each case by listening to an audio recording, just like you do in an episode of Protocol. You know, Freddy spits out an audio recording of something eerie and spooky. But we don't have those set up to show on the stream, so you guys are just gonna jump right into the paper resources. But basically, there's this woman. Her name's Claudia. She's dead. Ooh, whoops.
Oh, no. Oh.
And your first thing you are going
Do you
to
have
sort of
any
be
cases about people who are alive?
actually
I'm
right
in a
now
more of a
most of them
in an alive sort of mood. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll do the
most
devil.
of them
We'll do the
are
devil.
about people who are alive, but this first one's a murder mystery.
Nice.
Okay.
Your guys' job is to figure out 1, who killed her, and
Mhm.
2, they removed an organ from her body. Which one?
Okay.
So, for full disclosure for chat, we're able to access what is being shown on the stream independently. So, if we seem to be referencing like elements on the fly, that's all. So, we're looking at the autopsy report. Did you say?
Yes. Okay. So the pathologist's name is Sydney Flynn. Hmm.
You could
mean,
name
for a
your
start,
characters
Johnny-
after you. I could name my characters after me. That's
Well,
just
no, because Flynn, you know, like Errol Flynn. So perhaps the murder weapon was some sort of rapier.
Right, now first things first, Johnny. If we're
Or
going to be solving
something.
this, you're going to have to like dial up your grizzled like cop one day from retirement up by like 6. You're currently giving me like idly interested housewife, whereas I'm kind of going more for like Luther's last case, you know?
I, I'm afraid for that I would need to be significantly deeper into a bottle of bourbon. You're getting what you're getting.
Find some
Anyway,
bourbon.
sorry, tried to follow up with the police department, but they claim their servers went down and they lost all other copies of this autopsy report. Hopefully, this one is good enough. Sam. Oh, it's Sam. Well, that's
Your
much a hard
perfect
impression
Sam
now.
impression.
Yeah, that's
Whoever's bright idea it was to give this the most brutal photocopy burn ever, I salute you as someone who had to fight against this stuff back in the day. Okay. Postcodes. E1. So E1.
Oh, please don't look at the England stuff. It hasn't yet gone through English proofreading.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is that this is some kind of person pretending to be Brit. No, I was going to say because E1 I think is like a financial district, so that's interesting to me. Okay. Am I the only one weirded out by the fact that the body's given a length, not a height?
I was
Listen,
noticing
that's
that
what
as
they
well.
that's what they do on autopsy reports.
Oh,
That
I
feels
did
so
my
odd to
research.
me.
How weird is that?
130
Intense
kilograms
in
is
blood.
quite heavy within the range of adult women. 130 is at the heavier end, but it's not like
Sutures were performed by an amateur, eh? Interesting. Okay, over the stomach, 15 centimeters deep. That's pretty deep. That is. Oh, as in long. As in long. Yeah, so that's. Sorry, I was like. Reaches to
minor
the
wound on the
anterior
back of the
abdominal.
head. Okay. And most importantly, quite shapely buttocks in the diagram.
Yes. Well, we all have shapely buttocks when we're dead, Alex.
Do we? Oh, that's something to look forward to.
Inside the abdominal cavity organ. Okay, so they've lost an organ.
So my current
That
theory
sort of.
is that someone has attempted a full body floss. In from here, out from there.
It's not full body, mate. That's barely half the body.
It's all the important bits, right?
And they're so hard to get clean.
Right? Have you ever tried cleaning the interior of your thorax? It's a nightmare.
So, all right, we got two options here. The first is that now it's probably a little bit low for lungs or for the heart. So could be could be your liver, your pancreas, your spleen, your stomach, your diaphragm. Could be any of these. But counter theory, what if the minor wound on the head is actually the egress point, and the minor wound actually comes from a straw used to slurp up that brain?
Well, hang on. My brain's now actively like engaging with this instead of just being silly. So that minor wound, in the parietal bone. So I know that if you go through the parietal bone, you can end up in the medulla oblongata, which is basically you're heading into lizard territory of the brain. You're not at brainstem, but you're around there. So
It means no worries, basically.
well, what I'm
In any
wondering is
days.
if we assume it was something to do with cerebrospinal fluid, then what would be?
It is one of the tastiest of the bodily fluids.
I mean, in fact, oh no, you know what it'll be, Johnny. You're the humours expert.
Sure.
Humours me.
Oh, well, so there's okay, so there's blood, black bile, yellow bile, and phlegm. But let's see. So blood is the spleen. Where's phlegm? Oh, I need to. It's been too long since I've really dived into the humours.
Yeah, you're
you
more
don't
of a
dive
horror
into.
writer, not a humor writer.
Hey.
I'm very funny. I'm very funny.
So it has come to my attention that there's an entire extra page to this that we haven't even looked at yet.
Yeah, but it's not up on the stream yet, so
Yeah,
I don't want to. Oh no,
You
Rick.
guys can move at your own pace.
Let's move to the next one.
yeah. Let's deal with the next page in case there's like a glaring. Oh, the case numbers are
Yeah.
the same. That's my theory out the window. Stupid, sexy Flanderson.
Right. Detective Todd Michelson.
Also, I'm sorry, but Gary Flanderson, you are terrible at police paperwork. Incident: woman murdered in her flat. That is
I don't know. Sometimes you're just not
bordering
feeling the
on
report.
misconduct, negligence.
Sometimes you're just not feeling it, mate. Like sometimes
That
you're
is
just
one
like,
step away from just writing the words
"Ugh."
"dead" in it. Okay, detail of event.
No, I'm on your side, Flanderson. I think like I get it. Detail of event. We received a call at approximately 23:07 the night of March 7th from Margaret Amberley, describing that her flat had been broken into and her roommate was murdered. Officers on the scene to find the door being opened by force. The door jamb was splintered where the locking mechanism went through it, and a partial boot print remained on the door points to someone kicking it in. We found the caller and the victim in the unit's kitchen. There was a pool of blood beneath the victim's head and some blood spotting on the middle of her dress. There was minimal blood spatter around her, but blood on the counters and floor showing there may have been a struggle. The victim's dress was not damaged, and the blood present on her abdomen was coming from beneath the garment.
Oh, you're right. In here, out there, then.
You should be a voice actor or something. That was really good.
What about you, Alex? You want to read actions taken?
Sure.
The victim's vitals were taken on the scene and she was declared dead by paramedics. The body was transferred to the hospital for a full coroner's inspection. Among the dirty dishes in the sink, we recovered a butcher's knife covered in blood and have sent it back to the station as a probable murder weapon. The scene has been closed for investigation and the roommate has been given a temporary residence in a local hotel until the scene is properly photographed and cleaned.
Michelson, I keep telling you, you've got to work on your detective voice.
I don't know what you mean. I'm very popular singer-songwriter. I've got a song called Cleaning Windows, which I think is going to do very well.
Don't sound like a detective.
I feel like we're getting slightly off-piste here.
Not like Gary Flanderson.
It's just a phlegm
Anyway.
deficiency, that's all it is.
So, there's a butcher's knife. So the question is, how come there was no cutting on the dress?
Well, the really bizarre thing is why bother suturing? If you're doing a butcher's knife cut, why bother?
Yes.
That's the bizarre bit for me. Like the dress I get, because at the risk of like, you can lift a dress up. Like it could have just,
Yeah. Just tweak it up, put it down
but like,
again.
like to go ha crank with a cleaver and then go oh.
Okay, what if though the wound had already happened when this break-in occurred and was already sutured, and it was the struggle that like led to essentially the sutures breaking a bit and the wound opening up again?
Counter offer from chat. She did it herself and removed the organ for a little snack.
Yeah. Sometimes
So like
you
the
do.
incision's entirely separate. She was just hungry, but then also like a bug ate the back of her head or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
I got it. It's a chest burster, and someone did a little double tap to the back of the head before they could turn.
Okay. Well, maybe the person breaking in wasn't murdering her. Maybe he was trying to stop her cutting out her own spleen, I'll say.
Is there a reason that we're not suspecting the person who called this in, by the way?
Well, the roommate.
Yeah.
The roommate's probably fine.
Oh, I just found this really, really annoying roommate who constantly is using a butcher's cleaver in the middle of the night. I just
No, okay,
found
let's be real here. There are dirty dishes in the sink. That means that that Claudia probably wasn't a great roommate, which means if it was the roommate that murdered her, I'm on their side. I think they should get away with it.
That's the breaking point. That's the tipping point, is leaving dirty dishes in the sink.
So, in fairness, the minor injury to the back of the head, this is Alex's serious thoughts on for a second. Minor injury to the back of the head can be quite common in the event of a sort of traumatic or sudden deaths by virtue of. So you tend to get a lot of cracked occipital lobes from people fall forward.
Yeah. So it
And
might be like legitimately, it might
fit
be if
often
she's
in
if
there.
she's mid like mutilating herself somehow, and somebody's struggling with her trying to stop her. She falls back against like a counter or something, cracks the back of her head, dies. It happens. I mean, not often. I'll be honest. Like but you know, might have happened.
Wait, whoa. This autopsy happened at 1 in the morning as well, which is odd.
I don't know.
1 in the morning,
Sometimes-
more than 24 hours after the death, 1 in the morning. That's weird.
Nah, sometimes you're up late. You're like, you know what? I can't face doing this
Oh,
autopsy
you know what I
tomorrow.
fancy?
I just want to get it
A
cleared
bit of
away.
cheesecake. No, a lovely autopsy. Oh.
Sometimes, like, I don't know, sometimes the night cravings hit.
Don't you just get the craving to do an autopsy?
Thankfully, chat hasn't just spat out an immediate answer, which means that we're not completely incompetent. We're just mostly incompetent.
It's fine. Even if chat had, there's no way any of us could know whether it was right.
15 centimeters deep.
Yes. So, shall we have a look at the newspaper?
Oh, sorry, yes, newspaper.
Okay. Local chef murdered. Chef of local 3-star restaurant found dead in London home Saturday evening. Local resident Claudia Riley was found dead in her home this Saturday evening after an apparent intruder broke into her London flat. Police said Claudia, 27, was pronounced dead at the scene by paramedics. The cause of death has not been officially determined, and no suspects have been taken into custody.
Oh, sorry, am I up?
Oh, I mean, you can be. I just stopped to actually read the thing. Le Fleur. Yeah. You take care of that. You take care of reading it, Alex, while I, solve the case.
Yeah. Oh, like out loud? Oh, God. Okay.
Claudia was a beloved member of her community and a prodigious chef working at a brand new 3-star restaurant, Le Fleur. She graduated top of her class from the University of West London's Culinary School in 2011 and immediately began a residency at Lydia's before being scouted by Le Fleur as their executive chef, the youngest executive chef ever to be hired by a famed restaurateur, Tommy Waverley. Everyone who knew Claudia is shocked and saddened to see such a bright and talented life cut tragically short. Her mother, Anna Riley, 54, said she will be holding a food drive in her late daughter's honour. Claudia loved to feed people, it was her life's passion. In lieu of flowers, please help by donating canned goods to our local homeless shelter in her honour.
I don't trust this mum. I don't trust
Right.
this hungry mum.
Right, hungry
Once-
mum is a red flag.
Be like, oh, just give me loads of food.
Claudia's body was discovered by her roommate, Maggie Amberley, 27, after she returned home from a late evening out. I left the flat early and returned late.
Because I wanted to give Claudia some privacy for her date. I should never have left her alone with someone I'd never met.
Wish you wouldn't mock me voice. You're a
He's still
terrible
trying to locate the
gardener.
date. But wait, hang on. A date? No, because someone kicked the door in.
Maybe it was a very rigorous date.
Okay, Alex, I'm gonna need you to describe to explain what exactly you mean by a rigorous date.
Oh, like vigorously sexual role play involving breaking an entry that's completely unrelated to the murder in question. I've read a book about these things, so I know all
Have you?
about human
Have
relations.
you?
I
You've
have.
read about rigorous dates.
Yep. Turns out that some people engage in sexual activities.
Anyway, I think, but basically, this means that either Maggie is lying, or either Maggie is mistaken about the date, or like basically the door being kicked in means that something doesn't square up. The person if both are true, that means there was somebody in there that did not kick the door in, and somebody who did kick the door in, and maybe only one of them is the murderer, or neither of them are the murderer. Realistically, anyone could be the murderer. Hang on.
Sentient butcher's knife. Let's not forget, this could
Hang
be
on.
supernatural.
Alex,
Hmm?
what if we're the murderer?
Speak for yourself. I have an alibi.
Oh
I
yeah?
was engaged in a
Oh
rigorous
yeah?
date
Where were
at the
you?
time.
Alex? Where were you? Where were you in the evening of May the 7th, 2016?
I was engaged. I told you I was engaged in a rigorous date. I was kicking in a completely unrelated doorway in a different part of the city.
Totally different postcode.
Although no cause of death has been officially confirmed by the coroner's office, alleged stories that Claudia was missing an organ have ignited concerns of a recent spike in local organ trafficking rings plural. London has gone down the tubes recently. We got
Wait,
organ trafficking rings
wait.
all over the
You know
place.
what? Maybe this is like a rival funeral directors thing. We've stumbled into a Wooden Overcoats episode.
Detective Inspector Todd Michelson had this to say on the topic.
Oh, we have no evidence.
That's not
of
Michelson's
anyone-
voice. We established Michelson's voice, Alex. Do co-writer keep up?
When did they establish that?
Partially written by Michelson.
I didn't read none of that. I was reading it as me. You read that.
I was reading it as Flanderson. This is okay. You just all right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We have no
Continuity is shot.
in rings in London.
Sorry, rings plural has tickled me a lot.
These rumours began online and have not been substantiated by our department in any way.
Just because you haven't done the legwork doesn't mean it's not there. Just
Well,
absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
A bunch of people on like Twitter, because this is 2016, it's still called Twitter. A bunch of people on Twitter being like, "Oh, I bet it's the London organ rings," does not necessarily mean that it is organ
Sure, but
rings. I'm on
we
the
are
police's
treating the death
side
of
in
Claudia
this
Riley as an
specific
unrelated case. She is survived by her parents, her younger brother Nick, and many loving friends. I'm still on Hungry Mum.
A hungry mum just wants that food drive. Anna Riley.
I also don't trust the
think?
next page, if we can go to that.
I also don't trust famed restaurateur Tommy Waverley.
Okay, we're not looking at the next page.
I also definitely don't trust famed restaurateur Tommy Waverley.
How dare you? Tommy Waverley did the catering for my cousin's wedding once.
Oh wow, your cousin must be posh as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't invited, but apparently it was lovely. Okay, question: Is a new 3-star restaurant 3 Michelin stars? In which case, holy crap, that's like the best restaurant in the world, or a 3-star restaurant meaning like mid?
3 out of 5, medium.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Are we talking
It's
like a
medium? It's fine.
or
It's
like
three stars. Actually, I'll be real. I'm not going to anything with 3 stars on Google because that's
So this isn't a bit. All my lights just died. But everything's still running.
it's fine.
We rigged the board game to do that.
Do you wanna?
Oh, the back of my head isn't half.
Yeah. Do you want to check
itching
your
and that-
organs real quick? There.
I mean, I
Alex?
did actually have surgery at the start of the year and have an incision exactly where that's marked on the. Oh, that's all. Okay, what's that?
Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be back. Let's you and me continue, Sydney.
You got this, Johnny. I
chances are
believe
strong
in you.
yeah, absolutely. I don't think that.
Hello, it's me, your good friend Alex. Nothing happened.
Good.
Oh, no,
Alex.
the doppelganger is the later case. You're working on that one later.
There's no doppelgangers here. It's me, your good friend Alex. Okay. What? How on earth are we meant to know what organ was taken?
It was, to be fair, Alex, we've seen three
Wait,
pieces of evidence of like
wait.
25 total.
Wait.
Did you say it was
I've
like
got it.
25
I've got
or
it.
something,
I've got it.
Sydney?
Traditionally edible organs. Go.
Liver,
Liver. It's a
kidney.
single incision. It'll be liver, not kidneys, because kidneys would be a lateral incision. It's not going to be
It was
gallbladder or
done
any of the
amateur.
weird
It was amateur. It did say amateur sutures. So
Sure, but if they were trying to get the
we can't
kidneys,
root out cutting and then just getting in there and
no,
rooting
no,
about.
all other organs were perfectly healthy and nice and lovely.
It didn't say that.
It did. It said all other organs were lovely and healthy and nicey. I'll
No, I
show
thought
you.
it just
One
said.
sec.
I thought it just said one of them was missing.
Autopsy report. Blah 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 blah.
Should we go to the second page of the? Oh, we're not. Okay, no, cool.
The
Sure. Ah, yes,
inside
right, yes.
of the abominable of the abdominal cavity and organs appear normal and healthy, except for the.
Okay, fair enough. Oh well, okay, Alex. So our options are maybe going to be shrunk down a bit by the next clue that we're looking at.
Oh, that might help.
Mm. Venezuela-inspired crispy lamb livers with preserved lemons, lamb
If only there was some
kidneys
way
with
of
lentils,
knowing if it was liver.
sweetbreads and hazelnut, which is pancreas.
Oh, this isn't helping at all. They're all sketchy.
Florentine-style pig large intestine.
Okay, bear with me on this one. Right.
Half
This
brain.
chef,
And
it is
pork
3
heart
Michelin
stew.
star, meaning it's an amazing restaurant. This chef, right, has to keep serving cannibal food because that's what like got them to the tippy top. Only problem is it's really hard to get hold of good ingredients. So eventually they're like, I don't drink, cut their own liver out, go, oh no, I need this to live.
Okay,
fall
so
over, hit their head.
my thought here is traditionally human meat tastes like pork, tastes like pig.
Yep.
You know, human is traditionally called long pig when one eats it. So of these recipes, 2 of them explicitly talk about pig. The Florentine style tricandilis over linguine, which has a pig large intestine, and a baragole of pork heart stew, which is a pig's heart.
I have no
Now,
idea what a baragule is or what a tricandiles is.
Goulet.
Neither of these is a highly processed sugary snack, and thus I know nothing of them.
Goulet. Or a barigaul. Who
I
can
doubt
say?
she removed 2 pounds of her own intestines. That's
Well, you say that,
a
but
lot.
the incision wasn't in the right place for getting at the heart, was it?
Where are you getting heart from?
Pork heart stew, the last recipe.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, the
Fair.
2 recipes that
They
specifically
didn't cut their own head out.
brain and sweetbreads are calf. Kidneys and
Liver.
liver are lamb. Intestine and heart are pork. So like my current thought is large intestine. Because that
Hey, you can
is
remove a large intestine and leave all other organs perfectly fine and healthy. It's not doable. I mean, also,
it's
technically,
fine.
the skin is the largest organ in the human body, and there was an incision. So this autopsy report, this guy knows nothing about his. I might be a bit of pedant there.
I'm currently sticking my flag in the large intestine.
So they just ripped out her tricandiles.
No, they didn't rip it out. They like probably fed it like just like unspooled.
But then why use a cleaver?
Besides, the large intestine is not. It's not like the small intestine where there's like fucking miles and miles of like weedy little tubes. The
Easy way
large
to doing
intestine
it.
is
You
pretty
just
solid.
reach in through the mouth, grab the anus, and flip them inside out, and then just grab the bits that you need. Like this butcher cleaver nonsense, ridiculous.
I feel like the autopsy report might have reflected it if that's what happened, Alex.
I mean, this guy doesn't even acknowledge that the skin is an organ, so what do I know? Your guess is, I mean, sure. 2 pounds of large intestine have been removed with no blood on the dress. Back of
No,
the
there
head's
was blood
annoying
on the
me.
dress. No, it's just the dress wasn't torn.
Oh
we
yes,
got-
no, you're right. You're right. It
We
was
got
yeah,
one.
yeah.
We
Okay.
got no. There was loads of blood on the dress. Shall we have a look at the last piece of evidence that we have from the Last Supper, which is some text messages?
Cat's got a good point. You got to be really careful removing intestines because otherwise you ruin the meat because it's full of poop.
Yeah, well, I mean, I one assumes that you can wash it.
No. Bear with me on this one. If they've removed the large intestines, there would be poop everywhere. Fact.
Well, I don't know. That's a bit gross. Maybe the police didn't want to gross everyone out.
If the intestines were removed on the scene, and it is likely that whatever was removed on the scene was removed, there'd be poop everywhere.
Assuming that the victim had eaten anything in the last few days, maybe starving
They had
herself for a special meal.
130-kilogram body weight. The likelihood of them being starving to death is low.
I didn't say starving to death. I just said fasting.
Ah, so it's a conspiracy by Slimfast.
Also, Alex, I will note that you yourself pointed out how scant the information in the police report was. How clearly just just hand wavy they'd been about a lot of stuff. I could believe that they wouldn't mention the poop.
I don't know.
Point is,
That feels so upsetting to me. The idea that they didn't say like murder in flat, also poop.
anyway, do you want to have a look at these text messages, Alex?
Absolutely not. I don't want any more evidence. Okay, let's have a look at these text messages. Also, you're doing
Okay.
an amazing job staying quiet as we absolutely butcher this case worse than the culprit.
This is so entertaining for me. Very entertaining.
Okay.
You guys are doing great considering how little information you have. For real.
I really hope that the text message opens with, "Oh my god, I can't believe I killed her at this date in this
You have
location
access to
with
the
this
text
weapon
message.
for this reason."
You can see what is said.
What? Today's shipment was missing the livers. Livers, Johnny. Missing the bloody livers, wasn't it? Today's shipment was missing the livers. Did you forget to put them in?
I'll ask Kyle.
Well, hang on a minute. I think I might be reading her text messages. She's a Cockney gangster now. We need them as soon as possible for the dinner prep. Could you bring them over now?
Sure.
I'm there, so I'm there, so just text me when you arrive. It'll be nice to see you. Maybe we can talk when you come round. I assume that's meant
I'm
to say.
sending Kyle. So this is
Read
from
sexy messages.
Boo, who is one assumes, oh my god, her date was with a ghost.
Ghost date.
That makes sense. That explains why there was no sign of a second presence except for the person who broke in.
And assuming it was a poltergeist, that'd explain the boot prints.
No, the boot prints are from whoever kicked in the door, Alex. Please keep up.
Oh, right. So the person who kicked in the door is entirely nothing to do with Ghost Date.
Yeah, that's probably Kyle.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Oh no, this isn't a crime. This is just a common misunderstanding. Poor Kyle, right, gets this text message that's just like, bzz, bzz, we're low on livers. And then just an address. And he's like, okay. Turns up, and there's this person there, and he's like, well, in this economy, I can't afford to ask questions. takes her liver. He's not a murderer. He's
Got
just
some bad
hard
news
up.
for you
He's
though,
just the
Alex.
intern.
On that theory, is that these text messages are from 3 weeks before the murder.
He's really bad at his job.
I really like the
Charles is
phrase
really slow.
common misconception that this is a common thing that happens
It's a
all the
common
time.
misconception
People are
that, like,
constantly
it's like if
breaking into
I was
people's
cooking a
houses.
lovely meal and I was like, Johnny, do you have a joint I could use? It would be perfectly reasonable for you to reach in, rip out your own hip, and give it to me.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a nice guy like that.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just a giving soul, broadly speaking.
Look, chat's very much on board with me that this is all just rigorous
There are
date
more text
foreplay
messages.
so
There are more
far.
text messages from Boo.
Oh, you've got to read it because it's sexy. It's a sexy.
Hey, baby. Are you up? I can't sleep. Thinking about how much I miss having you in bed with me. I think we should give it another go. This is 9 days before the death.
Hated having that in my headphones. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, right. I'll read.
I
for
wrote
her
this.
and
I did this
for
to
that.
myself.
You can't just send me stuff like that in the middle of the night. You're the one who broke up with me.
It was a mistake. I just got angry because I loved you so much, and I missed you when you were busy at work.
Was it also a mistake to ghost me all month? Ghost.
You're right. I shouldn't have treated you that way. You're everything to me, baby. You know you just drive me so crazy.
I can't be having this conversation right now, not without a massive, rigorous date. I mean, I need to get ready for work. We'll talk when you drop off the shipment. One more?
Oh, this is the day before. This is the day before. This is the night. This is just before the murder.
Can you get it for me?
It won't be easy. I don't know if it'll be worth all the trouble.
I don't like Sexy Johnny. Sexy Johnny is worrying. I need it. I'll do anything. See, my sexy voice is actually
Anything?
sexy. Which is completely different. Oh, I know the shop's been struggling. I'll pay whatever you want.
I want money, Claudes. Maybe you'll drop at your flat tonight, and we'll see just how grateful you are.
Don't come to the flat. I've got a rigorous date tonight.
With who? That musclehead? That bastard better square up, or I swear to God, I'm coming over there and socking him one. You deserve way better.
If you come anywhere near my flat, I'm calling the cops on you, Fletch. Stay away from him.
Bitch him, or I'm not giving you anything. Okay. So. Yeah, so getting organs
There's
from a
clearly
ghost.
multiple organ rings.
Mm.
And you made fun of the S.
Musclehead, you say? So maybe.
Oh, we just got a ping. Apparently, we've swept past 50k without noticing. So
Hey!
thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone,
That
for
means the
backing
thing
that.
can
That's
exist,
fantastic.
which is nice. That's always a good start.
Well, no, the thing's existed since like 2 minutes afterwards. It almost immediately passed 10k, which
Yeah,
was.
but my point is that it can exist more, and also
Yeah.
that we clearly haven't actively ruined it by being too good at it.
No, we've
to
enhanced
ruin
it.
the appeal. So we've got. Hang on a minute. So we've got. This is bugging me now. We've got Fletch sent Kyle, who is not the person that she's on a date with, and also a roommate.
Well, we don't know
plus
that.
hungry
We don't know
mum.
that there is 3 weeks between these messages, so things could have gone south between Fletch and Kyle. And maybe Fletch is now maybe Kyle's like a really muscly guy, and now Fletch is like, maybe Fletch started going out with Claudia, and maybe Kyle started going out with Claudia, and Fletch got really angry about it.
Human social relations are an absolute shit show. Unlike the crime scene, which was poop free, I might remind you.
You assume. Making a lot of assumptions.
Do you guys want to
Remember-
log your final guesses? I know
Yeah,
you.
so remind me what
Assumptions
the
make an
questions
ass
were.
out of you and option.
Who do you think murdered her? And what organ do you think is missing?
I think it was an auto murder, and she pulled out her own large intestine. What about you, Alex?
I think her own liver killed her, and then. Wait, hang on a minute. Hang on. No, bullshit. Hang on. Who told us that they're missing an organ when there's no autopsies on the planet where they'd go, we think they're missing an organ. Which one? I don't
No,
know.
he
I
cut
didn't
off
check."
the photocopier burn cut it off. Did you not notice?
Oh yeah, okay, fine. Then final
Photocopier
answer, she
burn.
got killed by her own liver, which climbed out, whacked her over the head, and then climbed back inside and sewed itself up. No, and then sewed
No,
itself.
Alex, if it had climbed back inside, it wouldn't be
No,
missing.
it didn't climb back inside. It sewed
The
itself.
liver shakes the kidney.
It sewed her up so that all of its organ friends, didn't get cold, and then left, kicking the door on the way.
You're right.
That's
exactly
stupid.
what
You're
happened.
stupid.
I'm doubling down on liver. I think it has to be liver. I think your elaborate pork-based theory has pulled a bit of a fail. So I'm doubling down on liver, but that's all I've got.
Okay. Well, I suspect to learn whether we're right, we're going to need to wait until it comes out.
And if you want to find out if they're right, you should back it now.
Or we organize an elaborate manhunt for a runaway liver.
From 2016.
Yeah, there's just
Alex,
from 2016. So there's
Alex,
just this
it's 8
liver on a
years.
dam being like, I didn't kill her, and then we'll be like, I don't care, and then it'll jump and like process a bunch of alcohol or something.
Excuse me.
Yep, chat's very much with me. We solved
Are
it.
they
Her
now?
liver
Let me
climbed out of
just
her
let
and
me just
kicked
have
the door
a
down.
let me just have a quick look at Tao chatter processing this theory.
See, everyone agrees with me. Sentient liver attack.
I'm seeing a lot of splits here. I'm seeing no, I don't think so, and I agree with Alex. Alia Baxter, I haven't paid any attention to the case. I was cooking dinner.
It's
brackets,
us.
my own large intestine.
It's us from Baldur's Gate 3, but they're a liver. That's my theory. Murderer and murder weapon and victim organ all in one. Final answer.
Rickety Turtle says I disagree with Alex so much I circled back to agreeing. So
See?
Impossible to say.
Case of the rebellious liver. Oh, of course. And it was really annoyed about all the other livers being included in the recipes. It's more like
This is
France, and then rips its
I've
way
read
out.
this children's book, The Lonely Little Liver, left out of the stock pot.
See? This is a liver revolution. You watch, there's going to be a spate. No wonder people think there's organ rings. All these livers are popping out everywhere, forming their own system of government. Overthrowing the man of a woman. Being asked to move on. I refuse to abandon my theory. You'll take it from my cold, dead, liverless hand.
Well, although, Alex, I will say you are dangerously close to spoiling season 3 of Protocol.
Oh man, I can't believe I guessed it when I
Magnus Protocol season 3. This time it's livers, just all livers, all the way down.
Dead or a liver, yeah.
Stand and deliver.
Boo. Anyway,
I've lost track of what we're meant to be doing. I'm on a liver train right now. Oh, apparently we're actually meant to have like a productive conversation. Okay, fine.
There's gonna be like little pin and a plushie.
Additional
Yeah,
livers.
What was
so-
the other one?
Not just the cool board game that you can get, but you should head over to the backer kit because there's all kinds of great Magnus Protocol merch. We've got a notebook, which is going to be incredibly handy for keeping track of your theories and the evidence you uncover. As Johnny and Alex just discovered, it's easy to forget the details of one piece of evidence the second you move on to the next one.
I remembered everything with crystal clarity. Alex
And
just
I
got a
just
bit confused.
disregarded all of the noise and cut to the livery quick of this specific case.
We've got some really cute stickers, which people who pre-backed may remember, may have already gotten added to their pledge. But for anyone who didn't pre-back, the stickers are available now as an add-on, so you can get your official OIAR ID badge. And if you want an even nicer official OIAR ID badge, we have it in enamel pin form also. So that way, when you're playing the game, you can make sure you have the proper identification and you're allowed to be on site. We also have a super cool dice set. The game doesn't use dice, but as you can tell from behind me, I'm a dice maniac. This is part of my collection.
Dice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't actually know what I thought they were. I was just like,
They're all individual
cool.
canopies of dice. Woo, cool.
that is cool.
So I wanted to offer some dice on this one, Magnus themed dice. These ones have eyeballs that actually roll around inside them as you roll the dice. And they're
Ugh.
always pointing up towards
Gross.
the number that you roll.
Oh,
So you'll
yuck.
always have a friend watching you.
Don't
when you're
order
playing
those.
your
Those are
games.
gross. They got eyeballs in them.
No one likes
Ugh.
eye-based media.
And speaking of gross, we also have an adorable, fluffy, huggable Bonzo plush.
Which I have to quote one of chat earlier, which is, quote, I want to fill it with milk and throw it at a wall. Which is such a specific and oddly apt image.
I'll admit to never having that impulse before in my life. It's very
But like, I
specific.
get it. I do get it, as bizarre as that is. So
And the thing is,
understood.
like, it's a bizarre thing to think, but it is also objectively correct.
Right? Like,
know?
I like that.
Yeah. They get it. They get the core of the character. But yeah, so those are some really fun things. And as the campaign goes on, we will also be revealing some stretch goals, which may add some premium elements to the game or to add-ons, and might even result in more streams like this one, where you get to watch
Would
Rusty
it?
Quill members struggle through mystery solving.
Or maybe like an actual human liver with every single copy of every single mystery, you know?
Yeah,
Cool
if
stuff.
you guys get us up to $10 million, we will break into Alex's house and cut his liver. Just
It's gonna be so small. Oh, you will regret that decision.
Alex? What are you talking about?
Well, like,
Why do you
splitting
think
the
you have a
liver
small
amongst the number
liver?
of backers we've got already? That's not even a mouthful.
that's the problem. That's the problem with the plan. Everything else is totally doable.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't mind your
what-
ethics. It's your logistics which are completely
Sorry,
disappointing.
but are you assuming that your liver is going to be cut up into and like distributed among all the people who have backed?
Yeah, I mean, presumably. Otherwise, what are we even doing?
Okay,
Everyone
sorry.
deserves
I
a
thought you
little.
were just. I thought your concern was just that, like, you have a really small liver.
I'm just really insecure about specific internal organs.
You were
Johnny.
like, oh,
Stop
my
liver
that's not even
shaming
gonna be
me,
a
Johnny.
mouthful.
Okay, my liver. It's not about the size of your liver. It's about how quickly you process various poisons within the human body. Okay, so
I was just absolutely baffled because I was like, why does Alex think he's got such a small
I believe
liver?
it's
That's a
called
really
liver
weird
autonomy.
thing to
Okay,
think.
and that means autonomy from both you and me. If my liver wants to leave, it will. I am gonna go so strange for you on this stream. I do not handle unsolved problems well.
Sorry.
Like I am.
It's fine,
Can't
Alex.
move on
Like
to the next one.
thing
I
is,
can't,
we're
because I
not
haven't
actually
solved
solving the
first one.
problem. We're not actually solving the problem, Alex. We're looking at pieces of evidence and making jokes.
Chat, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying, chat.
Is that how you know there's like 25 odd pieces of evidence and we have like 4 of them, and we're also not supposed to solve it because that would be a spoiler?
If I solve
Well,
it,
hey, if you want to help, I can send you the playtest copy after this is over, and you can have fun and play it on your own time.
I almost certainly shouldn't, just so that I can be tortured more for live events. But
This is the kind of excitement to play the game that I was hoping for.
I'm
This
not
is how
good.
fun it is.
Sydney, just give it. Sydney, just give him an answer. It doesn't have to be real. Just give him an answer. Just tell him he was right or wrong.
He was right. Yeah. Oh no, the liver revolution is
I'm
real. I'm
winning.
trying to move us on past it really fast so
Yeah.
it doesn't spoil everyone.
Yeah.
Let's move on to
all right.
doppelganger.
Sorry, chat. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Alex did get it, so
See?
there is
Sorry,
now
so
no
the-
point
the
in playing
first
the Last
mystery is
Supper.
done.
But all the other 5 are still,
Yeah. Except I bet he's gonna figure out number 4 also, the doppelganger, which
well,
we are
let's find
gonna
out.
jump into now.
Oh, another
I'm placing my
autopsy.
bets now. I think that our liver suspect from the first case has an identical twin.
So, because of the format of this stream where I can only give you guys a few pieces of evidence, I picked our 2 cases that have murders in them because they have a lot of central stuff like autopsy reports. All the 4 of the other cases are not murders. It's not like, honestly, this one isn't even really about the murder. So it's all kinds of different cases. Sometimes people live but wish they didn't. Lots of fun stuff. A lot of variety.
Okay. So do we have a specific thing we need to solve here, or just whatever we can for this one?
That's the same autopsy report as that's the Last Supper autopsy report again.
Oh, the mystery deeper.
Little intro, like little
Not for
British
me.
proof pass.
The autopsy report's different.
Not a big thing, but something that I notice because is that the BH postcode is in fact the town of Bournemouth, which I know because that's where I grew up. So this Jeffrey Richmond died in Bournemouth.
Okay.
The others can't see, like no one else can see this. Only I can see this autopsy report. Everyone else is still looking at the Last Supper.
Okay. So
Oh, okay,
65
grand.
kilogram weight with 167.
We're on the
length.
police report, Alex. We're on the police report.
Oh, fine. And I just got rid of everything instead. Wicked. Don't mind me.
Hang on. I'm solving an entirely separate mystery now. Every police officer involved in any of these cases has had a son suffix to their name. Michelson, Fletcherson, Kayson, Einson. I think there's a sub-mystery throughout all of these cases. The Sun conspiracy. The Suns are taking over the British police force.
Don't mind me as I open confidential files to access.
It's the murder mother again, coming after all the sons.
Hungry mum.
Have you got the file up now, Alex?
No, you just solve it without me. I'll be there in a second.
Okay. Incident. Man found strangled inside his locked house. Detail of event. We received a call at approximately 15:10 the evening of August 14th from Maya Khan stating that she was at the residence of her friend Jeffrey Richmond, and she was worried he was injured or potentially had hurt himself, as he was not responding to any messages or knocking. Officers arrived at the scene to find all the lights on in Jeffrey's home, his motorcycle parked in front of the residence, and the sound of the television turned on inside, indicating a resident present, but received no response to repeated knocking on any entrance. Amaya Khan expressed that her friend had mental health concerns, so the reporting officer elected to force the entrance and gain access to the residence. Jeffrey Richmond was found lying on the floor in front of his recliner in the middle of his living room. Actions taken. Paramedics were called and declared him deceased at the scene. Preliminary investigation revealed that all entrances to the residence were locked from the inside, and all windows were locked and shut, except one window in the kitchen, which was open a crack. The officer measured the window at approximately 20 by 20 centimeters wide, too small for entry by an assailant. No murder weapon found at the scene.
Well, straight out the
So,
gate, they say that the call was at approximately 3:10. The evening is August the 14th, but as we all know, 3:10 is the
that's
afternoon.
mid-afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, what's
So this
going on
shit's-
there?
there's a time travel element to this one.
Also, too small for entry by an assailant.
They're a
What
liver.
about the gnome? People are always forgetting about the humble gnome and his knives.
Always.
I'm just reading and rereading.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, at the moment it is it's reading like a tragic suicide.
You can't strangle yourself. Oh, we don't know that yet. Sorry, I
Oh,
got
bet
ahead of myself.
can. I bet I can.
Might as well pop over to the autopsy.
I could do it.
then.
Sorry.
I could do it. I'm
On the
built
bright
different.
side, at least this police person is a bit more skilled in that they have actual detail. You know, man found strangled inside locked house. Like, there's some actual detail. I mean, it could have done from like man found strangled inside locked house, no poop in brackets or something, but like it's still good. So interestingly, if it was this is the shit that Alex knows from researching horrific stuff previously. If the strangulation is done by hand and of sufficient force to kill the victim outright, it's normally of sufficient force to leave a meaningful fingerprint indentation or similar.
Well, it says bruising is in a single line around the throat, pointing to asphyxiation by rope or other long object rather than hands.
Ah, there you go then.
The rigor is pronounced. It's pronounced rigor.
It's rigor. Injuries. Peeling skin on neck, burst capillaries in the eyes, major bruising around the throat. Okay, so they clearly were strangled. Heavy pressure over a long period of time is odd.
I mean, what's a long period of time in terms of strangulation?
All right, I've got a wild stab in the dark based on nothing.
That would
I
also
think
kill
that
him,
they got
yes.
strangled by a killer necklace that then ran away out the window. And I am basing that on literally nothing, but I'm doubling down on that.
He's very thin.
65
65?
kilograms to a 167 length is thin.
Yeah.
Like, that's underweight. Not like critically underweight, but it is underweight for a man,
Mm.
especially a 42-year-old
Also, the
man.
police report doesn't make any mention of any rope or anything used to strangle.
Yeah, because the necklace ran away.
To be with its true love,
The
the liver.
spoon and joined the liver, and they all jumped over the moon. Yeah.
All right, shall we head to the next one?
I'm gonna be honest. At least this is a competent autopsy. This guy knew how many organs there were and everything. Medical chart. All right.
Okay, Aaron Fang, 20 years old. Oh my god. People born in 2002 are 20. Oh, what is time? It's fine. Patient had extensive bruising on legs and feet in addition to swelling from internal damage. Healing, similar to some. Things peeling.
Yeah, I
Things
clocked
peeling
that
off
as
these
well.
fellas.
Patient has severe rash on back, visually similar to peeling sunburn. Treatment plan: leg and foot casted. Overnight stay for observation. Recommended referral to dermatologist after hospital stay is concluded.
Mm.
Oh, you know what it is? Rebellious skin.
The skin's
see.
mad that no one calls it an organ.
Yeah.
Exactly. All the pieces are coming together. Okay, I would
I
say
find
that
this
this
person's
doctor's
skin
really
quite
bizarre.
appealing.
Why on earth would a doctor request an X-ray? Emails
Well,
sent
I
to
mean, if his
use
legs was
control.
casted, it means that he probably had broken legs.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that.
Internal damage. Something happened inside those legs.
This medical chart has no diagnosis. Hmm.
I mean, I think that's doctor's Well, not much to say about this in isolation. Shall we have a look at the next piece of evidence? Ooh.
Some what post?
Oh,
no, it's it
Twitter
was Twitter.
posts.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Twitter posts.
It
What is
is
time?
legally
IA
non-distinct fake social media posts, obviously.
Yeah, it's why.
It's Y, formerly Squawker.
Fly AF at Further Together 42 posted Monday, 8th August. Getting ready for the big meetup this Saturday. I'm hype as hell. Gonna wear something backless and show off a little. Google Earth always taking pics. AF. Aaron Fang. This is the
Yeah.
guy. This is the guy with the sunburn and the broken legs. Beauty
so
Eye
much worse than I
Spain. Spain is pretty beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, wait. What if it's killer tattoos? Hurt so much worse than I expected. They're showing off skin.
Oh.
It's peeling. I reckon we might have an outbreak of killer tattoos.
As in tattoos like peeling themselves off people's
Yeah,
skin.
like just being like, and then maybe
Interesting.
doing you in and legging it.
And
My
Amaya
back is so freaking
Khan.
itchy. I feel like I'm gonna crawl out my skin.
Yeah. You're not gonna believe this. No one is gonna believe this. I don't believe this. Is the Yeah, I think you got it. I think it's tattoos peeling themselves off. So someone got a neck tattoo. Did their neck tattoo murder them?
I reckon it did them in, then legged it. Although it's really hard to conceptualize a tattoo running away.
But why did a back tattoo? How does but counterpoint.
But what's
How
the
did a back
motive?
tattoo break this man's legs?
It hijacks his spine and just makes him like kick shit really hard.
Well, Amaya Khan.
And it peels itself off. And
that's the friend of Jeffrey What's his face who died, who wasn't able to. So Amaya Khan is involved, but apparently doesn't know exactly what's going on because she was like calling the police about Jeffrey.
Oh wait! I've got one. Mind control tattoo. Tattoo on the back, right? They go over and strangle. No, because they don't fit through the window. Oh no. Okay, so it takes them across, right? They climb up to the window. Tattoo goes in, strangles them, comes back out, and then they jump off the window and break their legs.
Wait, so you're suggesting that Aaron's tattoo peeled off, then went and strangled Jeffrey?
Yep.
And then went back.
Yep.
Okay.
Breaking.
Because my
Aaron's
hypothesis was that Jeffrey had a neck tattoo that killed him.
See, that would make sense. But what if? Right? I think I definitely think it's tattoos.
Yeah. No. Oh, is there? Oh, so there is.
Oh, there's a lot of arguments about
This message is no longer available because it violated our terms of service. Please don't do anything reckless. Call me and we can talk this through. The group has resources if you need them. We all love you.
Oh shit! Read the last one.
Oh.
Can't believe my
Okay.
message got deleted. I'm not just jumping off my roof. I'm not going to fall. I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly. You will all see. By grace, I have been given wings. Boom! Mind control back tattoo.
So he clearly had a tattoo of wings, perhaps potentially.
Two
Or
wings,
did he
licked it
actually
off the
grow
thing.
wings?
And then
Hmm.
neck guy had a tattoo of like a rigorous date,
What does
Okay.
that look like?
like bondage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in
Okay.
fairness, his murder could be completely unrelated. Autoerotic asphyxiation using an ice rope that melted.
What's an ice rope?
It's rope made of ice. Keep up.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can. Never mind. I'm not
No.
gonna.
Have you
Yeah.
ever tried?
An ice rope feels like the like an ice rope feels very similar to like those old folk tales about like charging ghosts and demons to weave ropes out of sand. You know
I
about
mean,
that?
yeah, but
That
the
sort of
ghosts
stuff?
were busy on a rigorous date, so we had to use ice rope, as established from previous evidence. Look, I definitely think it's killer tattoos that make you die, but
I don't know. I'm starting to
that's
think
all
of
I've
stuff
got.
growing. Like I'm starting to think of stuff like growing out. Yeah. I don't
But
know.
then what grew out of Mr. Strangulation?
Oh,
I
there's
mean,
another piece of evidence you might want to check out.
Ooh, ooh,
one more.
ooh, evidence.
Yep.
I wasn't banking on that.
Beloved pet back from the
What
dead.
evidence?
Residents
What's
shocked as
this?
local cat seen again weeks after funeral. Clarison Man and his furry friend were reunited on Saturday after several mournful weeks of believing she had passed. I can't believe my good fortune to have her again after she died, said Lyle Carter. I never believed this was possible. The cat, named Lovely, after a distinctive heart-shaped mark on her face, was a beloved member of the community, often roaming around outside Carter's home and visiting local children who always had a treat for her. Cat called Lovely.
Brutal. Residents were saddened, but not shocked to hear about the departure of Lovely.
21 years
Part of my
old.
language. That's fucking harsh. My cat exploded. Yeah, we saw that coming. Oh, brutal. Whoa, and she was over 21. Okay, never mind. I take it
21
all
years.
back.
Yeah.
That is an old fucking cat. Wow.
Carter claimed, I don't want to question it. Through divine grace, she was returned to me. I will not question this miracle. That's two people who've had some stuff who've talked about grace. What did Aaron say?
Yeah,
By grace I have been
by,
given.
by by the grace of psychotic killer tattoos, I have been given wings. I think it was.
Not. I'm suspicious about this grace that's turning up. Folk music, the River City Ramblers.
Yeah, I've gone through that and haven't seen a huge amount of relevance in the River City Ramblers.
Yeah.
Escaped snake roaming neighborhood puzzles experts. Ah, right. Snake tattoo. Runs
What's that
away.
again?
Tattoo
Oh,
wings.
escaped snake
Jumps off
roaming neighbors.
building.
Yeah.
Got a
I mean,
memorial
maybe.
tattoo of his cat on his face. Cat comes alive.
Look, to be fair, hang on.
I'm ready for my award
have,
now.
have another look at that. Have another look at the photo of the old man and the cat.
Right.
Are those bandages on his arm?
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Like,
he did get a little tattoo of his cat.
and then his cat came back to life.
Yeah.
And I know I'm meant to be treating this as like, oh no, something awful's happening. I'm immediately going, what if we like got a tattoo of world peace? I'm going to check for escape snake. That's based on nothing. 12-foot long boa constrictor. I reckon.
Neck snoot 333.
Oh yeah, herpetologists within the community note that the snake did not have the same type of scales as what would be expected of its species because it's a shit tattoo.
Ah. Happy birthday! Any interesting birthdays?
Matt under the light, like a tattoo.
Mm.
I think we need to know the cat's name, and I think we figured it out. I think it's lovely.
You guys are just trying to figure
Right.
out what happened to Jeffrey Richardson and what happened to Aaron Fang, do you think?
I
Two
reckon
weird
tattoos did
issues.
Also, happy birthday to Susan Engelstein.
That's my
Yeah,
mom.
42.
I noticed those.
Well, happy
those.
birthday to your mum.
Okay, so I think I've isolated the murder weapon to psychotic sentient tattoos. They have the means to kill you because they're a psychotic murder tattoo. And they have a motive, which is allegiance to the liver revolution on behalf
Counterpoint.
of skin everywhere.
Counterpoint, Alex. What if it was the cat? What if it was the cat, though?
I do want it to be the cat.
Because you know what could get through a 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter gap?
A liver.
Cat.
Yeah.
A lovely cat.
Oh yeah, cats fit through the most. Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah. Cat gets in. Cat gets in. Strangles the guy. Right. And then
With what?
With
Oh,
an ice rope.
paw, like tail. Uses its tail to.
Okay. That well-known fact about cats having, rugged, muscular
No,
constrictor
obviously
tail.
this isn't a normal cat. Obviously this isn't a normal cat. It's 21 years old and it came back from the dead.
Oh, it's a murder cat. Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. It's a murder cat, mate.
Murder cat
Probably
works.
has.
Murder cat works.
Oops, Amanda frozen.
Oh, Johnny's frozen. I think he's too enraptured with the idea of murder cat. Look at that face.
Hard thinking face.
Look at the ecstasy of Johnny imagining a cat going on a rampant murder spree with a sort of vaguely Christian themed vibe.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. I forgot Shahan's done some playtesting, right? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm talking to our tech support and moderators, but it just sounds like I'm going bananas, doesn't it? So yeah, Johnny appears to be in such enraptured ecstasy at the thought of a cat that he's completely incapacitated. But thankfully, we have Shahan, voice of Sam from the Magnus Protocol, who will be joining us and talking about having play tested it a little bit. So as opposed to me just idly fantasizing about ice ropes and Johnny really enjoying cat murder, we might have an actual insight. But oh no, never mind. Shahan has also become enraptured. So everyone's the irony that
Johnny
everyone
was the one who
apart
lost.
from me has lost internet is
Yeah,
hilarious.
Shahan's fine.
The only reason I don't stream these is okay, fine. Right. So I am going to just keep going then until people join us, but
well, while we're waiting for Shahan chat, I can say that I have playtested The Last Supper with a few of my fellow RQ colleagues and had a whole bunch of fun doing so. I think you could have a really good time with this. Hey,
Sorry,
Johnny's back. All right.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, my internet just entirely stopped for like 2 minutes.
it's fine. You were engaged in cat-based rapture. These things happen.
I was being silenced, is what happened.
By big cat.
Big cat got to you.
doesn't want you to know.
So there is one thing, which is I have no theories for the sort of God angle on this one.
Yeah, the grey spit. That's definitely a something. But I don't know what.
I think there's a God angle to this that I'm missing.
Oh, the cat is God. God has come down in the form of a cat, and is killing people.
A
I'm gonna be
lovely
honest.
cat.
God cat absolutely does it as a theory.
Plus, explains. Oh, how did he strangle that man? He's God, mate. Coming back from the dead, classic God move.
Every single chat response is cats are gods, so this isn't a big. I haven't got better.
So, serious answer. We think there's something to do with tattoos, killing people and pulling themselves off their body.
To
Non-serious
join the liver
answer.
revolution.
Cat. But
Murderous
again,
tattoos. That's my.
we're not going to know. We're going to have no idea whether we're right.
Information you guys haven't even seen. I didn't even give
Yeah.
you anything about the titular doppelganger. What gets you into
I
this
was
case?
like, which is the well, I mean, no. To be fair, the cat could be a doppelganger.
Cat
Like
could
the
be a
cat,
doppelganger.
The cat is absolutely a doppelganger.
What you
Yeah.
didn't hear is the way this case starts is a man sees himself in a club dancing with his own ex-husband and is like, what is going on?
Shahan, what is Shahan?
I have just been telling everyone, Shahan, how impressed I have been with your professionalism, with your punctuality, and you appear to be legging it from something.
Well, I'm actually cosplaying as the Silver Teletubby. I've decided it's my new role in life.
As long as you're not being hunted by a killer cat, apparently.
I was stranded on a bus, and fortunately, it wasn't as excited as a killer cat.
I feel like we're watching the found footage murder aspect of one of
I
these
have to admit, this is
cases.
giving big.
I mean, that's pretty
Khalid
fitting.
energy, not Shahan energy.
If the audio is awful, I can leave, but I thought I'd give it a go.
No, you're coming through all right. It's just odd.
It's just the fact that you're clearly fleeing something, and
I am.
I don't want to pick at that particular scab. You know?
It's very on brand, to be fair.
I'll take it. How is everyone?
Mostly confused, mate.
Oh, sorry about that.
Dreadful, Shahan. I'm quitting smoking, and I'm so mad at everything at the moment.
Oh, Johnny's full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah,
that's all right. I mean, vinegar can go on chips. I don't know.
We accidentally solved every case that we were given.
You're right.
So...
Yeah, they spoiled the whole game. Now no one's ever gonna back the backer kit because they figured it all out.
Yeah, we figured out all the mysteries, and people are actually unpledging. Like, the money's going down quite quickly. It's a bit.
What I'm enjoying is that almost every single chat comment right now is, "I'm digging Shahan's vibe. Like, this is the working as a lot. Like, it's more interesting."
No one's calling you a hooligan. Don't you worry, Shahan. No one's.
This was my master plan to get people interested in the game. I'm currently live playing the first thing. I have a body part in my bag, and you have to figure out which body part it is.
So tell us then, since I've got you apparently walking down the street, this feels like a vox pop. Is that what it is? Where it's just like, what's your opinion on blah, 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 blah. What's your opinion on the new Magnus Protocol board game? Thoughts, feelings?
Absolutely fantastic. So I played with a bunch of friends who had never played anything like it. No, not even like TTRPGs. I suppose like the closest thing with Cluedo, but then I've never played Cluedo, so I can't really speak on that. But it was good. There were 4 of us playing, and so it was quite nice. All right, you take this bit. I gave a couple other case bits. My mate Maddie, and she was like, "Oh, who's Sam?" Damn it, Protocol bad friends move. Like, someone's left a post-it note on this. So then I felt a little bit salty then, but that was okay. Didn't figure out the diary code, so did have to cheat on that bit. but
We haven't
that
even
was
seen a diary,
okay.
mate. So
Ah,
Unacceptable.
okay. Without giving any spoilers, by cheat I just mean look at the answers that were provided.
Yeah.
So
Sydney,
That's
can
cheating.
we?
That's the definition.
Yeah,
of cheating.
Sydney, can we maybe like
Yeah.
electrify that lock for the actual rollout or something? Really, really make it hurt.
oh yeah, one of those like you know the things that clowns wear on their hands where you go to shake them and
Oh,
it's like,
buzzer.
gloves.
Oh,
that one,
tasers.
yeah, tasers, yeah, absolutely, 100%. But yeah, we had a lot of fun playing it. And
Yeah,
actually
Sydney,
figured out-
what's the thought on shipping all the boxes with just some tasers in?
It's
I love the
unfortunately
fact that
there's
it's
a lot of
some, meaning
shipping
more than
concerns
one per
against
box.
it.
Oh yeah, so you won't
We
understand.
marked
You
the
won't know
games
this.
14 plus, and I don't
So
think it would cover the safety regulations.
So, like,
Don't
to
charge
get into
the
the boring
tasers.
logistics of it, Shahan, there are different
Yes.
electronics regulations for all the different areas you might be shipping to from a crowdfunder. So, in order to ship a taser as part of the box, you'd need to make sure it was properly electrically certified for literally everywhere that any backer might have backed for, which is like, from an overhead
Johnny,
perspective.
don't make us commit to this bit. It's a boring bit.
Johnny, that's completely unacceptable. I'm unpledging everything.
This has
Everything
been
I've
the
ever
least
pledged in my
productive
life.
stream ever. Everyone's unpledging over the course of it.
No, don't unpledge.
Terrible marketing.
Unpledged. Insufficient tasers for my gameplay.
I can't. Oh, apologies. There is an ambulance going past me. I'm so sorry.
You have such a specific murder vibe. You aren't going to survive this stream at this rate. You have such a specific vibe.
I muted my audio a bit late there. It was like passing me, and I was like, yes, I should mute now.
So did you
Right,
actually manage to solve the case then? Were you helpful in any way, or were you sort of supervising?
Yeah. Actually managed to solve two. Got two. I don't know how much can I spoil. I don't know how
None.
much you like.
Yeah, try not to spoil.
Don't say any of the answers.
Okay.
You can reference some clues if you want, but don't
Okay.
just don't give any of the answers, even if you got them
Okay,
wrong.
that's fine. Okay, because I wasn't sure if you two had already fully played it then.
No,
live,
no.
But that
We
would
don't want
kind
to.
of defeat the point of hyping up something that
Exactly.
isn't out yet. That is what I'm realizing now. Yeah, we actually found out two of the things that we needed to find out correctly, and then the other things that we weren't correct on did make sense once we knew what they should have been. So I thought
the
that was
important thing
great
is,
as well.
did you accidentally end up with someone innocent going to jail, and you have to live with the consequences of your incompetence?
I don't think jailing's
that did
involved
happen.
here. I don't think jail's involved here because these are spooky horror cases, Alex.
Eric
we're
goes
the
to prison.
OIAR. We have no authority over sending people to
Oh,
jail.
it's not going to help.
Ghost
As much
prisons
as
are
Gwen
absolutely
probably would
allowed.
like to send everyone to jail, I don't think we can send anyone. Well,
Stuck in bureaucracy.
yeah.
But yeah, the way the cases, so every case ends in a quiz that has multiple questions, and the way the questions are kind of laid out is the first few are the very general things. You know, the first case had who killed her, so that one is a little more straightforward. And then as the questions go on, you get into niche details that reward you for really paying attention to what side plots were going on. You know, what character is where, so that way, if you want to take the time to go through every detail really, really with a fine-tooth comb, you have questions that prove you figured it out. But most people should be able to at least grasp the case within, you know, an hour, a little over an hour playtime, and not be sitting at the table for 3 days.
It's actually something we've been thinking about experimenting with for the actual protocol show as well. The plans currently are to have a quiz at the start of season 2. And if you don't answer correctly, indicating you've properly absorbed what happened in season 1, you don't get to listen.
What more specific
on
about
that.
character dies?
Yeah, and then the
what's
taser
really
goes off.
interesting is, from Shahan's perspective, this is actually really ominous because I literally sent a message to Shahan today going, "Hey Shahan, don't learn anything more about archives. Just
Yeah, you did.
Ah!
I
for a
was
completely
slightly
unrelated reason.
terrified.
Nonetheless, this is now shaping into a really ominous. You're fleeing something we aren't acknowledging. whilst
Yes.
being told to no longer engage in stuff, and you will be quizzed, get it right or else.
What
I'm
have you
here for the.
taken?
I'm
It's
here
all
for
going to be
this.
fine.
No, you saying it's all going to be fine. Just
It's all going to be
it makes it
fine,
worse.
Shahan.
Right?
Relax.
It's the sexy voice. It's
Just
ominous.
relax. At the end of the day, Shahan, there's nothing you can do about it. So just
Be very
you know,
careful, or you'll end up on a
just chill
rigorous
out.
date, Shahan. And we all know how that ends.
Looking behind me, I mean, there's a closed EE store. Who knows what will come out of there?
Well, we do, but you know, it's a surprise.
I'm
It's actually
seeing
pronounced.
Alex sitting at a desk. Yeah. So.
Okay, so I am
Okay,
just.
I think it's probably time to
clocking
wrap
now.
up because it is 7. We have, I think, comprehensively solved both mysteries arrayed in front of us.
The great 2018
Shahan
liver
is-
evolution.
Shahan has escaped whatever he was power walking
chasing
away
him.
from.
Immaculate
So I think
vibes on
we're
the
all-
stream today.
We're all feeling pretty good.
Has such a specific and bizarre energy. I'm here for it, but I'm also thoroughly lost and confused.
Oh, we just passed 55k.
Wicked.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
you guys didn't ruin our campaign. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, we're doing all right.
Didn't ruin our campaign yet.
But
We've
yeah,
got
yeah.
17 whole days, my friend.
So this is a totally comprehensive taste of what playing Magnus Mysteries will be like.
Absolutely. This will be
This.
like
All of this.
it
In
will
my
go
experience-
exactly like this.
In my experience watching people play for playtesting reasons, everyone is like this, doing the voices for the characters, and it's just a really good time. And now you have a taste of one mystery from the first box and one mystery from the second box. So if you want to find out what actually happened, you should go to the page and back for both of them, and pick up some add-ons while you're there.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a delight.
Thoroughly confusing and frustrating delight.
And thank you, Sydney, for coming on the stream as well.
For having
Oh,
me.
yeah.
This was incredibly
Thank you for
fun.
being competent whilst we were all here.
And thanks, Shahan, for taking
For
time out
including us
from
in your
your
walk.
From your busy fleeing.
You're very welcome. Maybe you'll hide in the corner now. I hope it doesn't find me.
So I'm
Well-
just saying it. I'm here for solving mysteries with one person required to be on site, like out and about somewhere. I really like the vibe. I might steal this for a thing.
Thank you to our moderators as well.
I would like to be involved.
Thank you.
Thank you to
Thank you to our
moderators,
moderators.
today for like. I didn't see a single pornographic image link from the chat, so that
They're
means
doing
you're
their job.
doing a good job.
Did you get mine though?
Oh yeah, but that's a completely
Yeah,
separate
okay,
channel.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you
Hey,
next time.
JPEG. Yeah, I saw it. It's weird. It was just a
Bye.
picture of
Bye.
Oakley.